In this video, we're going to be reviewing the overview of the Dun & Bradstreet Identity Resolution Connector, also known as the Dun search, in order to populate the DUNS number on both the third-party request as well as the third-party record. For this example, we're going to be diving into a request. Now, this connector can be used during the onboarding process on this third-party request object. You can see here that there are locked properties that can be inserted into the workflow in order to make sure the correct data is being collected in order to retrieve that DUNS number. In addition to the locked properties, admins can place this search form at the top of the third-party request. Once this form is opened, the end user will be presented with a number of filters. There are two required filters for this particular search. Those two are the company name as well as the country code. In addition to the company name and country code, other information might have been collected during the onboarding process, and these could be auto-populated if those properties on the request form were already populated by the line of business filling out that request. I'm going to go ahead and click Apply. So what gets returned from Dun & Bradstreet is the number of entities sorted by order of confidence identified through the Dun & Bradstreet algorithm. We're going to go ahead and select this first entity here, and you'll know you've selected it by the hover over chip down here to make sure that you can review that entity and it is the correct entity to be reviewed against. Once we click OK, you'll see each of the properties be populated based off of the information provided within Dun & Bradstreet. Now, this is the third-party request. This same process can be completed on the third-party object as well. If that third party has already been onboarded inside of your system, the status doesn't matter. Just as long as you set up that button form, you'll see the same properties as we saw on the third-party request. And you can see here under Dun & Bradstreet, and then the third-party search and select. And as I stated previously, that information will be pre-populated if the information has already been presented on that object. And we can see here for Atlassian, all the information has been pre-populated, including the DUNS number, so we get the tightest result possible.